Why do I call myself the Man Strikes Again? It's a question I am often asked. People have their guesses. The guesses are not correct. It is not because of my love of protesting. Down with stuff! It is not because I am a hotshot bowler. It is not because I'm an ace pool shot. It's not because I like to light matches. These are all great guesses, but none are correct. The truth goes back a much longer way. Once upon an alternative time, it was the 1990s. Graffiti-style tag art was a major thing at the time and popular amongst people I knew. Kids I hung out with used to tag walls with aliases like F-Mac and Mad Rock that they thought were cool, but were really more like rip-offs of the Beastie Boys. Hello Nasty was major at the time. Intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic. El Barto was legendary. A really popular thing was signing Your Name Was Here. Popular but also generic. So when my turn came to tag a surface, I didn't want to do any of that. Cause 90s me felt that it was wickety whack, fricka fricka, and also had been done to death. Now what I needed was something distinct, catchy, and memorable, yet also completely anonymous. It had to stand out and punch someone in the face as hard as words on a wall possibly could. Now my ego was ginormous, so I called myself the Man. And I wanted to leave a mark, an insignia, kind of like Zorro, who used to do that striking letter Z wherever he went. So I followed the man with strikes again. This was in the early aughts. I always wrote the year it was, so it would be 2K whatever. And although I had little evidence to support it at the time, I considered myself to be very ambitious. I wasn't going to be any kind of a loser. I was going places major in life. So after 2K, I would write going places with this long arrow, because as far as I was concerned, I had many to go. The Man Strikes Again, 2K, whatever year, going places, is how I tagged and signed every surface my entire young life. Then, social media happened. I joined MySpace at its peak in 2007. When it came time to create a screen name for my profile, I thought about what unique thing I had to use. The Man Strikes Again, which had been entirely real-world analog up to that point, immediately came to mind. The character limit on MySpace didn't allow for me to use an entire sentence as a username, but if I cut the spaces out from between the words, that would fit. The Man Strikes Again was born. I created my YouTube channel around that same time. Since I was already calling myself that on one platform, it only made sense to use it on another. My overall experience on MySpace was not very positive, and I did not stick around very long. The one super great thing that came out of the whole situation was the invention of my lifelong alias. It's catchy, it's distinct, and I've been using it ever since. It is often abbreviated to just the letters TMSA. And I never even thought of doing that until Jay-Z dropped the Magna Carta Holy Grail album in 2013. I saw this design on the back and thought to myself, what if I did something similar with the letters TMSA? Thanks, Jay! Jay-Z does not endorse this video and is otherwise unaffiliated with The Man Strikes Again. I didn't realize when I invented it all those years ago that it would be so distinct, catchy, and memorable. I wasn't out to come up with something that I would end up calling myself for life ever since. It was spontaneous and organic at every turn. The best ideas always are. Do you have a nickname that you like to call yourself or that other people call you? If so, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. As always, I'm JeFF RaucH, and thank you so much for joining me.